Hi everyone, let me look at the camera now. Hi everyone, I am supposed to go to work and I decided that I'm gonna do a short video on the book Getting Things Done. That book has been, if you watch Ali Abdallah, I think he's called Ali Abdallah, the YouTuber who is also a doctor, entrepreneur. So he talks about the book and it's in regards to productivity. Now, I have a problem with productivity and I always tend to find myself not completing tasks on time or procrastinating or postponing things that I should do as soon as possible, and they tend to wait. So, and the good thing is that at the beginning of the year I read another book called It's That Frog. And on that book, the main point that I tend to get like main points from books when I read, and I don't know why. If I read a book, if I just get one thing that I can implement in my schedule, then I'm good to go. Because yeah, there can be so many points, and when you get 1 point, one point can change the whole of your life, literally. So on the book It's That Frog, it says about writing goals down. So I think it's Brian Tracy or Tracy Brian, I can't remember, but he talks about what do you want. Write the 10 things that you want and be specific about them. Come down to specifics and write them, and where you can see them every day, and that will be a push for you. It'll be like a boost for you. So when I wrote all the things that I want in the book, it says about writing down your tasks, as I said before, your goals, and identifying which tasks need to be done for you to get to where you want. So on JT, it gives you now like a clear picture of how to get your things done, because if you have all these ambitions, the funny thing about the book is that he says that if you want to get more things done, that means you have to be willing to work, and more goals means more work. And yeah, so that's where the book comes in. It's a very good book. You probably should read it. I've not read it, I've just listened to it on audiobook, and it's really good. So one of the things that he does, in the beginning of the chapter, he asks you to capture everything, all the projects that you have, if you have moving that you have to do, if you have any work sort of projects that you're going to have to do in the future, in the coming future. He asks you to capture them in a very capture everything, so that you have everything that you know you need to do, so that can be the beginning of you trying to get things done quickly. And so when I read that, because I was listening to it, I did go through all the things that I needed to do, and I put them on a project. It was not like a very seriously thorough capturing. I did capture everything that I tried to capture as much as possible, and I put them in a projects list, and then that way I was able to see what I need to do. It's like a quick glance of what you need to do, and that is very helpful for the beginning. The other second tip that he talks about is the 2-minute rule. So the 2-minute rule is, if you have anything out of all the projects list that you have listed above, then you have something that you can do in 2 minutes, just do it. Do not wait for something else. So one of the things that helped me with the 2-minute rule is that I used to have emails, and I would postpone checking emails, especially if I got home, especially if they're from work and they are very busy, and you've already had a long day at work, and I had problems checking my emails. But then I thought, checking one email takes me about 2 minutes. If I let them soak and become 10, I'll spend 20 minutes checking my emails if they have stayed for a while. So the 2 minutes rule technically saved my life. Even if I'm in the house, if there's something that can be done in 2 minutes, if I have to drink water, if one of the things that I have to do today is drink water, drinking water takes less than 1 minute. If I postpone that, then that will be it will take me another, maybe it will just not be, it's not good to stay without water anyway. So And this also comes to another 10-minute rule that I've read somewhere. I'm not very sure whether I read that or someone told me about it. But the 10 minutes rule is that if you have something that you can do in 10 minutes, and that helps me with cleaning the house. I have a problem with letting things stay too long. Like if I do laundry, then I come and take the clothes out, bring them back, and I cannot be able to fold them. But if I spend 5 to 10 minutes just folding them, then my space is more clearer, my mind is clearer, I can be able to declutter in like 10 minutes, then I feel less stress. So it's like, just if you have something that you can do in between 2 to 5 minutes, it's such a short time for you to postpone something. So the plan through that, what is the next step looking like? So if you have all the projects that you have, so for example, you want to go to the gym or you want to get fitter, what's the next step for that goal? Then the next step will be probably look for a gym. And then when you recognize, he says that, I do feel like when you recognize that the next thing that you need to do for something, then it's like you halfway there, and it helps you to get things done quickly. So if you have to go to the gym, the next thing will probably find a gym. The next thing will probably get gym clothes and gym shoes. The next thing will probably just wear the shoes and the gym clothes and get off and go to the gym. So it's like what's the next step? So if you want to do, say you sit for a certain exam, or say learn a certain subject, what's the next thing that you need to do? You need to find a school, you need to ask a friend ask a friend who's done the same course where they learned, and give you all the other things. So if you're like an artist, if you want to do your NCLEX, probably getting the process of registration done will be the next step. So it's like, what is the next step of all the goals that you want? And then he talks about clarifying all your goals. So if you have goals and you have noted them down, what does it look like when you have reached your outcomes? So what does it look like when you have reached your goal, so that you know that it's done, and you can have a picture in mind of what you want exactly in your head, what you want to get, so that as soon as you're done with that activity, you're able to move on to another. So for example, but so this is the other thing that I have learned from the book and learned my lessons, but I've come to also appreciate the power of having goals and having systems. So I don't want to go. So some goals take a long time to, they are ever changing, you're never going to stop doing them. For example, getting healthy is like, if you stop, it's very irreversible. If you stop going to the gym, you're going to obviously lose your muscle power, your speed, your fitness levels will go down. So some goals require you to have a system rather than an end goal, if you get what I mean. So that you can have a system that says, go to gym every other day, or go strength training every other day. So it's just about a fast defining end goal, how the end of the goal looks like. And then if it's not a goal that needs to is never going to end, and it needs to be sustained in the long term, then it's finding a way to get a system in place to be able to keep what you want to get. It's like the James Clear book that he talks about systems instead of defining system, having a good system. Like if you want to have meditation every day, what do? Stack it with another goal that you do daily, and then in that way your systems are intertwined with each other, and you continue doing them more and more and more. So I think that's the takeaway from that. Other thing that I really got that has really helped me is to review systems. Review your projects list and your tasks daily or weekly. So the weekly review is very handy, and it's just such life-changing because it helps you to get on top of your goals. Say you have all these project lists and you want to know by the end of the week, did I hit the goals that I set for myself at the start of the week? and then review what needs to be changed and what needs to be done in order to keep the goal going. And if there's any problems, what you can do to like change, if you need to change your course. So the weekly review is it's very, very powerful for me, at least for me. So because I have specific goals that I have targets that need to be done after every week, so I have to keep reviewing them. And it's just that sometimes you set these goals and then you forget that you even held the goals, and it's like, oh, did I just set that and I forgot. And that's why capturing everything in your mind and getting a clear, like for example, you can have a very clear picture of what you want to look like for your fitness, what you want for your relationships. Have a picture in mind, and even if it helps, you can post it somewhere like on your wall, and then you can see it every day. And then we have what car you want. Like putting it on the wall makes you, I can tell you for sure that it makes you see what you want, and it will motivate you to act as a very good motivator. Every time I wake up and I see this girl who looks very, very, very fit on my wall, I'm like, yes, I want to get that, and I know I can get it. So let's go. What's the next thing that we need to do? We need to wear gym clothes and wear running shoes, and I'm gonna run. Like, it just is such a good motivator. So having things that remind you of what you need to do regularly on a regular basis will help you very much hit all those goals that you want. Anyway, because you set all the goals, you want to accomplish more. That means working a lot more, and sometimes it's just reviewing your goals. I remember from the book, he says sometimes it's just reviewing your goals. Sometimes you don't need to set more goals, you just need to focus. If your energy, you feel like you're doing too much, just focus on the small goals instead of having too many goals and then not having the energy or feeling overwhelmed. Just as I said, the more the goals, the more the energy, the more the focus. And so if you need to reduce your goals so that you can get them done, then reduce your goals and get them done. And that's the essence of the book, is like getting things done. So in summary, it's about capturing your processes, then reviewing your processes weekly. Have a project list, review it weekly.